Alright, so I've been meaning to do a video regarding some stuff involving the theater massacre. Well, for one, I myself went to the midnight opening of Dark Knight Rises here in southern Maine. So it kind of messes with my head a little bit, thinking that while I was watching the movie, that was happening across the country. I mean, there's a time zone difference by like 2 hours, but so it's not like the same part of the movie, but I was still in the theater while that was happening. Just messes with my head a little bit. But, I just want to talk about two things, and one of the biggest things that's come out of this is, the gun rights discussion. Well, for one thing, here in Maine, we have the policies regarding things like for handguns, you have to have a background check and that kind of thing. I wasn't aware that that's not done nationwide. Apparently it's not. Obviously it should be, I think. It's not exactly an infringement of your rights to make sure you're not a serial killer before they give you a handgun. So yeah, I think that should be done. In this case, it wouldn't have helped. It wouldn't have helped. He did not have any prior record. They're going to probably tighten up theaters now. You're going to probably have to go through similar type of stuff you have to go through to get on an airplane to go see a stupid movie. Wouldn't have helped. He didn't bring guns into the theater. He bought a ticket, went into the theater, sat through 15-20 minutes of the movie, went to an exit door, propped it open, went out to his car, geared up, came back in the exit door, and did that. It wasn't the main entrance. Unless you're going to start putting guards at every single conceivable entry point into a theater, which would just increase the number of people that the theater has to hire. It's going to cause budget effects. Smaller theaters won't even be able to afford it. It'll force them to close down. It's just not making any sense. As far as what some of the left-wing nuts are saying, that all guns should just be removed from the country, that's stupid. For one thing, if you want a gun, you're going to be able to get a gun. There have been numerous underage shooters who they couldn't get guns legally because of their age, so they got them illegally. See, the thing about laws is only law-abiding citizens follow them. That's kind of stated. If a criminal wants something, they'll go to criminals who sell it, which really just opens up a door to them having a wider range of things available to them. If you close off their legal avenues, they're going to take the illegal avenues, and the illegal avenues include things like fully automatic weapons. That said, also, it's proven. Look at Britain. It is so hard to get a gun over there. But to get a gun legally, their violent crimes higher than all of Europe combined, higher than us here in the U.S. Yeah, that's getting rid of guns. That's what that does. That's what making guns almost impossible to get legally does to a country. Tells the prospective burglar, I bought this gun in a back alley, but this house here, they're rich, and I bet they don't have a gun. And what does a criminal have to fear from attacking a normal citizen when they can be like 99% sure that citizen is not going to be able to defend themselves. It's just food for thought. That said, the right-wing lunatics who say, oh, if only everyone in that theater had a gun so they could have taken down James Holmes. Are you freaking nuts? For one thing, the only type of gun you're going to be able to conceal like that is a handgun. He was wearing full body armor. They wouldn't have been able to put a dent in it. You know who they would have put a dent into? Everyone else in the theater. It would have gone through walls into other theaters. There would have been just dozens more fatalities in collateral damage. Dark theater, smoke grenades having gone off, mass panic, chaos, and now instead of one person with a gun, you have 20, 30, 40. That's a recipe for success, dumbass. This is why I am staunchly middle ground, because the extremists in the right and the left are insane. Alright, so the other thing I want to talk about, this happens every time there's some sort of shooting, and it just pisses me off. And it happens all the time in the news. How, even though there's, like in the case of the Tucson shooting, there's video footage, there's witnesses. In this case, we have the sales records of the weapons from various sites, various shops. They have him coming out of the theater and surrendering to the police. Even with all that, we still have to be PC and say, suspect. Yes, he's suspected of the theater massacre. He's accused of the theater massacre. He's not suspected of anything. He fucking did it. Cut the freaking PC bullshit. Cut the innocent until proven guilty bullshit. Why are we even going to waste tax money on this? Why are we going to give this guy a trial? Why are we going to pay for a public defendant for him? We know he did it. But because we haven't wasted thousands of dollars on a trial so we can be told what we already know, because he's not being put in a prison where he's going to be fed and boarded at my expense for the rest of his natural life, all the news outlets have to be politically correct and say he's a suspect. Cut the PC crap, find out why he did it, pump him full of formaldehyde, and be done with it. That's my say on the subject. So, this is 2 videos in a row regarding people dying. So, hopefully I'll have something a little bit more cheery next time.